हेलो दोस्तों, मैं अक्षता आपकी एजुकेटर आप सभी का स्वागत करती हूँ ग्लोबल ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म के ऊपर। आज के इस लेक्चर नंबर 2 के अंदर हम मैथमेटिकल रीजनिंग सेक्शन के अंदर से ब्लड रिलेशन ये टॉपिक पढ़ने वाले हैं। सो ये जो टॉपिक है मैं आपको बेसिक्स टू एडवांस लेवल तक पढ़ाऊंगी। अलग अलग इंपॉर्टेंट टिप्स और ट्रिक्स यहाँ पे मैं शेयर करने वाली हूँ। इसके अंदर मैं आपको अलग अलग सिम्बॉल्स बताऊंगी जिसके मदद से आप ब्लड रिलेशन के पूरे क्वेश्चंस यहाँ पे इजीली सॉल्व कर पाएंगे विदाउट एनी एरर। सो मैक्सिमम स्कोर करने वाला ये टॉपिक है आज के इस सेशन में हम पढ़ेंगे। विदाउट एनी फर्दर ड्यू लेट्स बिगिन अप विद द लेक्चर। लेक्चर में आगे बढ़ने से पहले यहाँ पे मैं आपको पेपर 1 के कंप्लीट कोर्स के बारे में इन्फॉर्मेशन प्रोवाइड करना चाहती हूँ। अगर आप फर्स्ट गो के अंदर एग्जाम को क्वालिफाई करना चाह रहे हो तो यहाँ पे पेपर 1 में 80+ लाना बहुत ही ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है। और इसी प्रेपरेशन को ध्यान में रखते हुए यहाँ पे ग्लोबल ऑनलाइन एप्लीकेशन आप सभी के लिए कंप्लीट कोर्स लेकर आया है, जिसके अंदर आपको डेली लाइव लेक्चर्स के द्वारा हम आपका पूरा सिलेबस जो है कवर करवाएंगे। 15 डेज़ की यहाँ पे हम न्यू बैच जो है लेकर आए हैं। इसके साथ साथ दोस्तों आपको यहाँ पे टॉपिक वाइज एमसीक्यू की प्रैक्टिस भी हम करवाएंगे। नॉट ओनली जस्ट पीवाईक्यूज, डिफरेंट डिफरेंट एमसीक्यूज अलग अलग टॉपिक से हम आपको यहाँ पे प्रैक्टिस करवाने वाले हैं। उसी के साथ साथ आपको यहाँ पे 30 मॉक टेस्ट भी प्रोवाइड किए जाएंगे हिंदी एज वेल एज इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज के अंदर, जो कि आपको एग्जाम से पहले जो है सॉल्व करना है यहाँ पे। उसी के साथ साथ दोस्तों 2000+ का एक एमसीक्यू का एक क्वेश्चन बैंक, जिसके अंदर ना ही सिर्फ पीवाईक्यूज मिलेंगे आपको, उसी के साथ साथ मोस्ट रिपीटेड हाईली एक्सपेक्टेड क्वेश्चन जो कि एग्जाम में डायरेक्टली पूछे जा सकते हैं। स्टूडेंट्स जो फीस है ओरिजिनल इसकी 3000 रुपीज़ है, बट फिलहाल इसके ऊपर 50% का डिस्काउंट चल रहा है। सो आफ्टर डिस्काउंट योर फीस विल बी 1500 ओनली। नीचे दिए हुए व्हाट्सएप नंबर के द्वारा आपको कांटेक्ट करना है कोर्स के एनरोलमेंट के लिए। उसी के साथ साथ आप ग्लोबल ऑनलाइन एप्लीकेशन के द्वारा भी एनरोलमेंट कर सकते हैं। एप्लीकेशन आपको इंस्टॉल करना है फ्रॉम द गूगल प्ले स्टोर। ओपन कीजिए, कुछ इस टाइप का इंटरफेस मिलेगा। इसके अंदर स्टोर नाम के आइकन के ऊपर क्लिक करने के बाद माई कोर्सेज पेज में आपको यहाँ पे असम टाइप करना है। असम टाइप करने के बाद नीचे कोर्स आपको डिस्प्ले हो जाएगा। ओवरव्यू कुछ इस टाइप का मिल जाएगा स्टूडेंट। कंटेंट में जाने के बाद आपको यहाँ पे वीडियोस मिल जाएंगे डिटेल कोर्स के, जिस जो इंपॉर्टेंट है एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू। उसी के साथ साथ इसी के अंदर स्टूडेंट आपको 2000 एमसीक्यूज भी मिल जाएंगे। सो यस, नीचे दिए हुए व्हाट्सएप नंबर के द्वारा अगर कोई क्वेरी है तो आप वहाँ पे पूछ सकते हैं। लेट्स बिगिन विद द लेक्चर नाउ. So for your convenience, I have divided the blood relation questions in 2 categories. The type 1 we can discuss over here in today's lecture is basically 2 or 3 sentences are given to you, like as I have shown in this particular question, and they ask you based upon those statements certain questions. Okay, this is the type 1. Okay, and in case of the type 2, if I show you, this is the type 2 question. Okay, in this particular type 2 they have given you 4 to 5 statements. Okay, these are basically the data we can consider. So based upon this data, question is asked, and question is asked to determine the relation. Okay, the question asked and the data given are interlinked in a sense that we have to relate the relation based upon the data. Okay, if you are not able to understand, we'll understand in detail in upcoming lecture, no doubt in that. Okay, so just you have to understand that for your convenience I have divided, okay, as well as for my teaching convenience I have divided the blood relation questions into 2 categories. Okay, so before discussing these 2 types, we'll be understanding certain relations and we'll be assigning certain symbols. So in today's lecture we'll be talking about assigning the symbols and understanding the relations. Okay, now whatever the symbols I am going to use are not ideal, that have been designed for my use. Okay, I have designed it for my use. Okay, so you can assign different symbols, but I'll be noting you one point over here that it is better that if both me as well as you guys we both go with the same symbols. Okay, that will be helpful for both of us to solve the question. Okay, for better understanding. Now the symbol 1 that we are going to assign is for the male sex character. Okay, symbol number 2 is for the female sex character. Symbol number 3 that we are going to use is for the siblings. Okay, siblings, it means we can say the children of same parent. The children of same parent are called as siblings. Okay, cousin and sibling, these are the 2 different terms, so please do differentiate it in a proper manner. That siblings, it means these are the children of same parent. Okay, So now moving on to the fourth symbol that we are going to assign is for the married couple. Married couple. Okay. And the fifth symbol is for the generation gap. This is for the generation gap. Okay. So whenever we talk about a male character in a question or a male character is given in the question, we are going to assign a square shape for the male character. Once again, symbols are not ideal. Please make a note of it. You can use some different symbol, but again the same thing that I would like to repeat is make sure that you use the same symbol, because we have to solve a lot of questions, so that won't make you like confused, or it will be helpful for your better understanding. Okay, so for male we are going to use a square shape. For female we are going to use a circular shape. For siblings, whenever whenever in question they talk about two characters, and we are understanding that two characters belong to the same parent, they are the children of same parent, it means they are brother and sister, right? So they are siblings. So whenever siblings character appear in the given question, we are going to use a dash for that. We are going to use a dash. Okay, this is the symbol dash. Okay, for married couple we are going to use a double-headed arrow. What symbol we are going to use? A double-headed arrow. Please don't get confused now. Okay, I'll show you how we are going to make the use of these particular symbols in the question. Whenever a married couple comes in the question, or whenever you are understanding that two characters are married, okay, that time we are going to use double-headed arrow between these two characters. Okay, double-headed arrow means arrow with two heads, right? Generation gap. Okay, so you're understanding that there is certain generation change in the given question. Okay, or we can say that there are three different generations in the given question, or two different generations in the given question. So at that time we are going to differentiate the generation using this particular diagram that I called it as tree diagram. Hopefully I think you have understood this now. Okay, we are going to assign this particular 5 symbols and going to solve all the questions of blood relations based upon only these 5 symbols. So these are very much important. Make sure that you are going to use the same symbols. Again, I am saying for our convenience to solve the question in a better way. Okay, so for male we are going to use a square shape. For female we are going to use a circular shape. For siblings, again the children of same parent, we are going to use a dash. For married couple we are going to use double-headed arrow. For generation gap we are going to use this tree diagram. So whenever I say double-headed arrow, the image of double-headed arrow should come in your mind. Whenever I am saying dash, it means image of dash should come in your mind. Tree diagram, the image of tree diagram should come in your mind. Okay, in this way I have assigned 5 symbols. Now the question that comes in your mind is, ma'am, are these 5 symbols enough to solve the blood relation questions? I would say that yes, 100%. These 5 symbols are more than enough for solving all the questions of your blood relations. Okay, now this is something we have cleared. Take the screenshot of this. Okay. So yes, this is the clear topic number 1. Now the topic number 2 that we are going to discuss, I hope you have taken this question, the screenshot of this particular page. Okay, do the pause and you can simply take the screenshot even if you are not. Okay, now this is something we have cleared, assigning the symbols. The second thing that we are going to do is we are going to understand different relations. I know now many of the students know this relation already, but still I have to explain certain terms because many students don't know this, right? Okay, so this is not the big deal. We'll explain it within short span of time to understand different relations. Okay, first thing, we know that consider always one thing that okay, I'll explain it in a different way. For example, whenever we talk about our grandparents, okay, so when you specifically talk in Hindi or any other regional language, for mother's father, okay, या फिर mother's mother, we use different terminology compared to that of father's mother and father's father. Like for father's father and mother, we use Dadaji and Dadiji.
and for mother's father and mother we use nanaji and naniji. Hence we can differentiate it, right? But when it comes to the language like English, the relations like grandfather and grandmother are usually differentiate based upon the two terminologies. One is maternal and the other one is paternal. So whenever we talk about these particular two terms, these two terms are usually the differentiator. Okay, so differentiator in such a way, whenever we talk about the maternal, we are talking about mother's side. We are talking about mother's side relation. Whenever we are talking about the paternal, we are talking about the father's side relation. We are talking about the father's side relation. Okay, so for example, if I say maternal grandfather or paternal grandfather, it means I'm talking about, yes, whenever I talk about the maternal grandfather, I'm talking about my mother's father. That is mother's father, it means Nanaji in Hindi language. Okay, somewhere Anna is also used in South India. Right? Anna is for brother, as well as usually sometimes they use for the grandfather, that is mother's father. Okay, it usually differentiates if we move to region wise, right? So this is not important. This is the thing that we have to understand when it comes to the English language. Maternal and paternal, these are the two keywords. For maternal, it means we are talking about the mother's side, and for the paternal we are talking about the father's side. Okay, so paternal, it means father's father. Paternal grandfather, it means father's father. Similarly, maternal grandmother, okay, it means we are talking about the nani. It means mother's mother. Paternal grandmother, it means again dadi ji. That is, we are talking about father's mother. I hope you have understood this. Even you don't have to remember this word. Okay, maternal ma. Okay, ma in Hindi we can say it, and paternal pa. Pa, it means papa. Okay, papa paternal, mata maternal. Okay, in this way you can remember the words just to understand. Next thing that we have to understand over here is now aunt and uncle. Okay, the next term, this is the point number 1, we have cleared it. Point number 2, whenever we talk about mother's brother, we usually use mamaji, right, in Hindi language. Similarly, for father's brother we use, yes, for father's brother, what do we use? Chachaji. Okay, we can say chachaji, okay, tauji. So these are the different terms that we use, right? But when it comes again to the English language, we are going to use uncle itself. For either it may be mamaji or it may be kaka or chachaji, whatever you say in your language. Okay, but this is the differentiator again. When we use maternal in front of uncle, it means we are talking about mama, that is mother's brother. Whenever we are talking about, or whenever you are using the keyword paternal uncle, we are talking about father's brother. We are talking about father's brother. Same thing goes with aunt. Same thing goes with aunt. Paternal aunt, maternal aunt. Maternal aunt, I'll just write here MN, okay, M and P aunt. Whenever we talk about the maternal aunt, ya fir M aunt, we are talking about masi. It means what? We are talking about masi. It means mother's sister. Mother's sister. And when we are talking about the paternal aunt, it means we are talking about father's sister. That is buaji, right? Father's sister. Hence, this is a big differentiator which differentiate the relations, because the terminologies used in the English language are quite similar. Okay, so maternal and paternal is a big differentiator for this, to understand the relations. So yes, we have understood many of the relations like maternal grandfather, maternal uncle, maternal aunt, paternal aunt. I hope you have understood, and please take the screenshot of it, or you can make your own short notes. The next thing that we have to understand in the understanding relations again is that Siblings and cousins, as I have already told in the previous slides, that siblings, it means the children of same parent. Children of same parent. Okay, now when we talk about the cousins, it means what? It may be the children of your maternal uncle, okay, mamaji. It may be the children of your paternal uncle, okay. I'll be writing here paternal uncle, maternal uncle, mama ji या फिर काका जी. You can say chachu, whatever you want to, okay. Next is, whenever we talk about the paternal aunt or maternal aunt, that is masi or bua, okay, their children. Whenever we are talking about their children, we are talking about cousins. Try to understand this. Siblings is children of same parent. Cousin, it means paternal uncle, maternal uncle's children, या फिर paternal aunt, maternal aunt's children. They are usually cousins for us, right? We know that. This is the usual term. Siblings and cousins, this is clear. Now, third thing that you have to understand here is in-law relations. Okay, please take screenshot of this again. This was simple thing. Whenever we talk about in-laws, yes, mother-in-law. Mother-in-law, it means what? Your husband's, I'll write here, husband's mother, okay, or we can say wife's mother. Wife's mother is also mother-in-law, right? Okay. Similarly, father-in-law, if we talk about father-in-law, it means husband's father या फिर wife's father. Husband's father, I'm writing in short, please you have to write in detail, don't do that, okay. Wife's father, husband's father, wife's father, it means father-in-law. Whenever we talk about brother-in-law, we are talking about husband's brother या फिर wife's brother, okay. Similarly, sister-in-law, again one more term, sister-in-law. This is again what? Husband's sister or wife's sister, simple thing. Or wife's sister. Okay, so these were some of the relations of laws, in-laws, okay. So mother-in-law, father-in-law, brother-in-law and sister-in-law. I hope you understood this as well. Okay, take screenshot of this again. One more thing that I would like to highlight, that spouse relation. Okay, whenever we talk about spouse, many of the people think that spouse, it means wife. It's not wife, okay. First thing, it's not just wife. Whenever we talk about spouse, it is either we are talking about husband, or we are talking about wife. It can be husband as well as or wife, okay. Spouse is not limited to wife. It can be a husband or a wife. Please make a note of it. Many students get confused in this, okay. So I have explained you now whatever things are required to understand the relation, as well as we have assigned certain symbols. Now we'll try to understand how to make the use of these symbols, okay, and then move forward. Yes, let's try to use the symbol, using the symbols. How to use the symbols, okay. We can take the question as well, but let's take some few statements first and then move to the question, okay. So now you have to use the symbols, how to use certain symbols. Like for example, I'll give you few statements. Like for example, statement number 1, A is sister of B, B is son of C, and C is husband of D. These are three statements. Statement number 1, 2 and 3. Okay, based upon these three statements, just draw the diagram. I'm not asking you the questions over here. I'm just making you clear that how to draw a diagram, how to assign the symbols. Like for example, we have studied in the previous slides that A is sister of B. It means A is a female character. We can clearly understand from the statement number 1 that A is sister of B. It means A is a female character. A is a female character. So we know for the female character we use a symbol circle. So for A also we are going to use a circular shape. Okay, A is the sister of B. Statement number 2. B is the son of C. B is son of C. B is son, it means he is a male character. And for male character, the symbol that we have assigned was a square shape. Please look at the notes that I have given you. Okay, I have asked you to take the screenshots of those. Please, if you are not written it in your notes, please do write, pause the video, do write it and try to understand what I am doing over here. I told you that B is son of C. It means B is a male character. For that I am going to assign a square shape. Okay, C is husband of D. C is husband. Husband, it means again a male character. And for a male character we use square shape. So for C also we are going to use a square shape. Now let's try to club these all three statements together. For sister, now look, for sister we know, for siblings, basically whenever I'm talking about a sister, I'm talking about a sibling relation. Okay, so A is sister of B. We have understood that whenever we talk about sibling relation, we use a dash symbol. So between A and B, I'm going to use a dash symbol. That is A, this is B. I have used a dash symbol between them. Let's assign their respective symbols. That is for A as well as for the B. Okay, from the statement number 1, we could draw this diagram. From the statement number 2, B is son of C. Now, we can clearly say that B is son of C. It means C is going to be in the first generation and C is going to come in the second, B is going to come in the second generation. Why? Because C is the father and B is the son. So even if you relate it to yourself, you are in the next generation of your parents. Okay, your parents are the generation before you and you are the generation after your parents. If you look in up in your next generation, okay, so you're talking about the generation of your children. Okay, they are in the third generation compared to that of your parents. Your parents are in the first generation, you are in the second generation, and your children are in the third generation. If you're talking about your grandchildren, they will come in the fourth generation, and so on. Okay, so now here B is son of C. It means C will come in the first generation and B will come in the next generation, right? We have understood this from the statement number 2. At the second thing that we have understood, that whenever we are talking about the generation gap, we use a tree diagram. In the previous slides we have seen that. Okay, so yes, I'll be using here a tree diagram. C is coming in the generation before that of the B. Okay, as B is the son of C. And we know C is a male character. We can club this two diagram together now. How come? A is sister of B, and again B is son of C. B is son of C. I have clubbed this diagram together, two diagrams together. Now C is husband of D. C is husband of D. It means D is compulsorily going to be a wife of C. Because C is the husband, it means D will be wife. Please remember one thing, that in blood relation, third generation concept is not included. Only the cultural things that are sex character of female and male is only considered, not other sex characters are considered for this particular topic. Okay, so whenever I'm talking about C is husband of D, it means C is going to be a male character, then compulsorily D will be the female character. And we know if female character, then we are going to use a circular shape. And now C and D are a married couple, hence I am going to use a double-headed arrow in between them. In this way, if I club all this diagram together, I'll get a diagram like, I'll just draw it properly over here now. Look at the diagram. If I club all these diagrams together, C is married to D. Okay, C is married to D. D is a female character. Both are having B as a son. Now B is a son, no doubt in that. But A is sister of B, na? So here we can conclude that C and D are a married couple having two children. Okay, B and A. Okay, as C and D are married, I have used double-headed arrow in between them. Okay, C and D belong to the first generation. The next generation are their children, which are differentiated by using this tree diagram. Okay, and look here now, B is son and A is daughter of C and D. So both will be the siblings, hence I'll be using here a dash in between them. Okay, whenever they specify about the cousin, at that time only you have to consider the cousin fact. Okay, so I'll explain you when you have to consider and when not. Okay, so I hope you have understood the usage of the symbols. I'll be explaining more such examples of usage of the symbols in the upcoming lecture. Okay, as well as we'll be covering the whole topic of the blood relation. I think one more lecture is required. If required, then we'll take one more lecture. 2 to 3 lectures will be conducted on the blood relation. The next thing that we are going to start will be the percentage topic, which is a very much important exam point of view, as these topics like percentage, average, ratio, proportion are important for solving your data interpretation complete questions. Okay, so yes, we'll be explaining in that lecture certain formulas which will be directly useful for solving the questions of your blood relations. Okay, this is the type 1 of the question. Here A is sister of S, S is daughter of R has only one son named P, J is mother of P. Question is, how is J related to A and how many siblings are there in the first generation? Okay, now actually they have asked us 2 questions and the given data is of the 4 lines. Okay, if we focus at the given data, just a minute. Okay, here the pen is, let me change the color of pen. If we look at the data given over here, A is sister of S. It means A is going to be a female candidate or female character. So I am going to use a circular shape, as we have previously discussed in the class. For female character we use the circular shape, for male square, for siblings we are going to use a dash, and for the generation gap we are going to use the tree diagram, and for the married couple double-headed arrow, right? So A is sister of S. A is a sister, she is the sister of S. Okay, so sister, it means again a sibling character, because they are not talking specifically about the cousin. So I'm considering A to be the sister or the A to be sibling of S. Okay, so I'm going to use dash in between them because dash represents the sibling. S is daughter of R. Now from the second line we are getting that S is a female character once again. S is the daughter and she is the daughter of R. From this we can conclude that R is going to be in the first generation and S is going to be the next generation, right? So R will come above S in this way, right? At the same time, R has only one son named P. R has only one son. It means we can clearly conclude that R is going to be either the father or mother of S. Okay, or R is going to be the father or mother of A as well, because we are understanding that S and A are siblings. It means both these are going to belong to R. Okay, both are going to belong to R over here. So one thing keep in mind, I am specifically considering this sister as a sibling right now over here. Okay, if they are specifying the cousin term or the sibling term, at that time only you have to consider this thought. Okay, once again, A is sister of S. Okay, S is daughter of R. So I'll draw one diagram for each statement. Like for the first statement, A is sister of S. Look here, A is a sister. Sister means dash of S. Second diagram is S is daughter of R. S is daughter. It means a female character, and daughter for R. So R is going to be in the first generation and S in the next generation. Now R has only one son named P. R has one son. Only one son whose name is P. As I have already mentioned in the previous class, okay, that whenever we are talking about the generation gap, we use the tree diagram. Okay, one more thing I guess I have mentioned, I'm exactly not remembering right now, but whenever we talk about only one son, it means the person is having only one male children. Okay, only one male child, only one male child, not children, only one male child. Okay, compulsorily only one male child. But does the only one son says that the particular parent does not have sister? No, basically only one son, it means that I can tell you over here, only one son, it means the person is having only one male child. But at the same time, that person can even have a daughter or more than one daughter. Okay, it means hence we can conclude from this statement that only one sons, सिर्फ एक बेटा है, केवल एक बेटा है. It means that this person is having one male child, mandatorily one male child. More than one is not the condition that we are going to follow, but only one male child. It means it can have a condition where the person can have one more female daughter or more than one female daughter. Okay, so yes, and J is mother of P they are talking. Now from the statement number 4, J is mother. J is mother, it means she is going to be a female character, right? And she is the mother of P, it means P will come in the next generation. She is the mother of P. Okay, if I now start clubbing all these diagram together, I'll come to a conclusion. Look at the conclusion or the concluded diagram over here. That is, A is a sister of S. S is a daughter of R. S is daughter of R. Okay, R has only one son named P. It means P is going to be the son of R again. And A, S, P, all the three characters are going to be siblings. Okay, and J is mother of P, as they have already mentioned, and we have drawn the diagram over here. Hence we can conclude that J is again a mother of A as well as S from the diagram. And at the same time we can conclude now that R is a male character. Why? Because the J's children are ASP. Similarly, R's children are ASP. It means R and J are a married couple having three children, that is A, S and P. Once again, two things I would like to highlight over here. One more time I'll explain you the question, no doubt in that. But one thing that you have to understand, that only one son doesn't mean that the person is having only one child. It means that person is having only one male child. Please make a note of it. Only one son. It means the person is going to have only one male child. But when we are talking about only one son, if we consider the female condition over here, that the person is going to have a female child or not, yes, the person can have one or more than one female child in this condition as well. Okay, so I hope you have understood this now, as well as the diagram. Okay, so A was the sister of S. Directly I'll draw it over here. Now look, S is daughter of R. R will come in the first generation and S in the next. R has one more son, that is the only one son, that is P. Hence A, S and P are going to be the siblings over here. Okay, R has only one son named P. All the three statements are done. J is mother of P. J is going to be the mother of P. Mother, it means a female character. From this we can conclude that A, S, P are the children of R and J. Hence J is a female, then R is going to be a male character, and both are married couple, hence double-headed arrow. Okay, now question number 1. How is J related to A? Now this is the question many students can get confused if I twist and turn the particular statement. Like, how is J related with A, or how is A related with J? This is the condition where students usually get confused and they correct the answer, okay, which is the wrong one. So how is J related to A? It means, what is the meaning of this particular statement, that we can say J के लिए A कौन है? How is J related to A? Okay, or how is A related to J? So you have to understand here that how is J related to A? It means A के लिए J कौन है? A के लिए J कौन है? We have to find the relation of J with respect to that of A. Please understand this, many students do create a confusion and they take the wrong answer. How is J related with A and how is A related with J? I'll write here, how is J related to A and how is A related to J. Okay, when I'm talking about how is J related to A, if I say in Hindi, we can clearly say that A के लिए J कौन है? Similarly, A related to J, J के लिए A कौन है? We are talking about the relation of J with respect to A. We are talking about the relation of A with respect to J over here. Okay, so look now, how is J related to A? How is J related to A? It means A is basically, this is going to be the mother, right? Because A, S, P are the children of R and J. Hence, how is J related to A? The answer will be mother. And how is A related to J? If this was the statement, the answer would have been daughter. This is the difference between two answers and two questions, the way they are asking. How is J related to A and how is A related to J? J के लिए A कौन है, A के लिए J कौन है, इस तरीके से. Okay, so you have to understand this. Even if you are not understand the relation, okay, please watch the video once again. And if you are not able to understand still, then you can comment in the comment section. And for the students who have enrolled in the class, they can directly ask me. Next question, how many siblings are there in the first generation? How many siblings are there in the first generation? Many students will go and write the answer 3. They'll tick the answer 3. Answer will be wrong. Why? Because they are talking about the first generation. If we consider this particular statement over here, okay, if we consider this particular statement and look at the diagram carefully, R and J are the married couple. R and J in the given diagram are a married couple, right? So there is no sibling in the first generation. We are considering that to be the first generation. And this to be the second generation. Hence in second generation there are siblings, not in the first generation. Hence the answer will be cannot be determined or 0. There are no siblings. Or cannot be determined. Okay. You have to choose in this order. You have to choose in this order. 0, either 0 or no. Or the next answer that you can choose is cannot be determined. Okay, in this way. Next, if A is father of B, A's father is B, C is the father of B, D is A's mother, how is C related to D? Again a simple question, you have to understand this, that A's father is B. It means B is going to be the father of A. A ke pita is B, right? A's father is B. Okay, now this is the first diagram. Second, C is the father of B. C is the father of B. Okay. D is A's mother. D is A's mother. A की माँ कौन है यहाँ पे? D. D is going to be the mother. Hence I am using a female character symbol. Okay. So once again we'll look at the diagrams carefully. A's father is B. Okay. First diagram is correct. Next. C is father of B. C is father of B. Okay. D is A's mother. D is A's mother. Okay. Now, question will before solving the question, let us collab all this diagram together. All together, we can say that B is a father of A. Okay, and C is again a father of B. Okay, and D is mother of A. D is a mother of A. It means she's going to be here because B is father of A. So obviously B will be married to D. Okay, so both are having one child, that is A. Now, how is C related to D? How is C related to D? C के लिए D कौन है? Please understand, this is going to get confuse you a lot. Okay, this is going to confuse you a lot because they'll ask you how is C related to D or how is D related to C. You have to clearly make the statement clear in your mind that whenever they are talking about how is C related to D, at that time you have to understand that you have to tell the relation of C with respect to D. You have to tell the relation of C with respect to D. So C is father-in-law for D. Why? Because this is the husband B and husband's father is going to be your father-in-law. Hence answer will be father-in-law. But if I ask you how is D related to C, the answer would be daughter-in-law. How is D related to C? Daughter-in-law, because we have to tell the relation of D with respect to C. Okay. So make the statements clear in your mind. At that time for C the D will be son's wife. Son's wife is daughter-in-law. Okay, I hope I have cleared all the statements. Now, moving on to the next question. This is an interesting question. Pointing to a person, Raju said, he is the son of my only daughter of my mother. How is boy related to Raju? Now, this is again the relation question, but they have twist and turn. Basically, they are introducing a person. They are introducing a person who is talking and describing the other person. Okay. So, now if you look at the question over here, Raju is actually describing a person. He is describing one more other person. Okay, so let's see how to solve this question. Whenever we are solving this question, possibly if you're comfortable with Hindi, then you can solve this question in Hindi, because in Hindi medium these questions are not much more twisted and turned as compared to that of in English. Okay, so if you are following the English method, then what you have to do over here is solve it in reverse manner. As now in this question, Raju is pointing to a person. Let us consider now Raju as a male character. Okay, and here Raju is pointing out a person. He's pointing out the person. Now the person can be male or he can be a female as well. But from the first statement itself, we are getting the idea that the person is a male. Why? Because Raju is saying that he is the son. He is the son. So these two words can clearly describe that the person Raju is talking about is a male character. Okay, so this is Raju, a male person. Okay, he's talking about the other male person. We don't know and we have to find who he is. Okay, now he's saying that he is the son of my only daughter of my mother. How to solve this question? I'll tell you. This may get confused. Okay, so what you have to do is solve it in reverse manner. This is Raju. Okay, now if we solve it in reverse manner, we get the first keyword. He's talking about his mother. He's talking about my mother. He's talking about his mother. So for example, this is Raju. Raju's mother will come in the first generation or before the Raju's generation, right? So this is Raju. This is Raju's mother. He's saying that he is the son of only daughter of my mother. He is the son of my only daughter of my mother. Look here, Raju's mother, mother's only daughter. It means Raju's sister she is going to be. How he is talking? He is talking that my mother's only daughter's son. My mother's only daughter's son. Got it? In this way, you have to solve it in reverse manner. First, we decoded that Raju is talking about his mother again. He's talking about mother. Mother, after that he's talking about mother's only daughter. It means she is going to be, this person is going to be Raju's sister. This was Raju's mother. And sister's only son. Only son is this particular person. So Raju is going to be the uncle, maternal uncle. If we talk specifically, he is going to be maternal uncle for this person, or this person is going to be the nephew for Raju. There are two questions, clear cut, there are two questions, okay, can be formed out of this particular statement. Okay, once again I'll tell you, he's talking about, Raju is talking about one unknown person, and that unknown person is a male character. We got first point. Point number two, Raju is talking about his mother. He's talking about, first thing he's talking about mother. Let us consider this is the mother of Raju. He's talking about the mother's only daughter. This is the daughter of his mother. So this is going to be the siblings relation between the Raju and the daughter of his own mother. Okay, so daughter's only son is the unknown person. Okay, so this is going to be Raju's sister's son. It means this is going to be the nephew of Raju. Or if we consider this relation, that is how is Raju related to the son. Okay, it means this is going to be uncle and nephew's relation, right? So the question is demanding how is boy related to Raju. So what is the relation of boy with Raju? Then we can clearly say that he is the nephew of Raju. Got it? Okay. If the question was how is Raju related to the boy, at that time the answer would have been uncle. Now this is one more question. You can solve it as a homework. Pointing to a person, Lakhan said he is the only brother of my father's mother's daughter. How is the person related to Lakhan? Once again, I would like to tell you that go in the reverse manner and try to solve the question answer. How is person related to Lakhan, as well as this is the question number 1. Okay, you have to answer this question number 1, and the question number 2 is the vice versa of this. How is Lakhan related to person? Lakhan related to the person. These are the two questions that you have to answer. Okay, so comment section is on for you guys. Question number 5, in that you have to answer the beat 1 and beat 2. Beat 1 is how the person is related to the Lakhan, and beat number 2 is how is the Lakhan related to the person. Okay, both the answers. Now one more question. Rohit goes to visit his sister who has daughter Sheila. Sheila was playing the chess with Namita. How is Rohit related to the Namita? Okay, look here. They are talking that Rohit visited his sister. So Rohit, okay. So whenever we are talking about the Rohit siblings, so they are going to be the same generation of as that of the Rohit, right? So they are talking about sister Sheila. They are talking about the sister of Rohit, that is Sheila. So Rohit is a male character, so square. Sheila is a female character, so circular shape. And both are siblings, so I have taken a dash in between them. Sheila was playing chess with Namita. Okay, sorry, Sheila is not Rohit's sister's name. Sheila is the daughter of Rohit's sister, right? So let me erase it out first. This is Rohit. This is Rohit's sister. Okay, let us consider the X as is a sister. Okay, and X is having daughter named as Sheila. Sheila will come in the next generation, as Sheila is the daughter of Rohit's sister, right? And now Sheila was playing chess with a girl named as Namita. So they are talking about how is Rohit related to Namita. Just let me tell you one thing. Rohit's sister X, Y, Z, okay, and her daughter Sheila. Basically, Rohit is going to be the maternal uncle for Sheila. Similarly, Sheila is going to be the niece of Rohit. But Sheila is playing with an unknown person named as Namita. We are not clearly aware that whether Namita is related to Rohit or not, or she is related with XYZ or not, or whether she is, or how she is related with the Sheila. We don't know how she is related with any of the three persons over here given data. So clearly when they are talking that how is Rohit related to Namita, we are going to say cannot be determined, because none of the three persons are clearly related, or we can say they are not related to the Namita, because such a statement has not been mentioned in the question. So we can clearly say that Namita can be her friend of Sheila, she can be a colleague of Sheila. We don't know who or whether in what way she is related to all the three persons. So the answer will be cannot be determined. Okay, moving on to the next type of question now. Here this is the type of question which I call it as type 2. Okay, because here the in this particular type, data is given and you have to find the relation based upon the data. Okay, so this is the type of question which I'll clear you in the next upcoming lecture. Okay, so this is the second type that we'll discuss in the next lecture. I hope you have understood the type 1, that the relation that we have discussed. Okay, so just solve this question and let me know the answer in the comment section. I'll understand from this that whether you have understood the type 1 or not. As well as if you're liking the video, please hit the like button and let me know in the comment section. And if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe it.